guys, welcome to another video of mine, and today guys we're going to be talking about how to have higher standards. Now this is going to be a little complex kind of topic, so if you're able to keep up. Now also, standards comes with accountability and it comes with lifestyle. It comes with learning how to live your life in a proper way. Yeah, we're not going to really debate this topic. I think it's definitely necessary to teach girls this in general, because a lot of girls are not taught how to get away from situations that could have been prevented from the first place. And a lot of people, they just kind of like, oh, like, you know, don't do this and don't do that, and just kind of protect girls, but they never teach girls. So I want to teach y'all from what I learned in my experience, because I was never taught really a lot. I was kind of taught a little bit, but like not enough information for me to actually grasp it and be like, yeah, I don't want this in my life, so I'm gonna prevent it. If you really like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. I need the love. I love the love when y'all give me. So nice. Also, check out my Instagram, check out my TikTok. Really do appreciate it if gonna do that. You know, I be posting bomb pictures. We could be mutuals and whatnot, but none of y'all want to follow me on TikTok, on Instagram. It's alright though, but it's okay. You know, I'm okay with it. I'm okay, whatever. What I first want to say about high standards is don't take nothing less than bare minimum. And don't get excited when people treat you the way you should be treated. When you show people you're excited about a certain treatment you're receiving, it shows them that you never got that before. And the thing is that, yes, it's kind of like a little manipulative situation, but it's the same way with just social communication, what people understand from human communication with humans. If you make people think that this is your one and only time, they'll use it to your advantage to manipulate you. And you don't want to be in an easy manipulative status. And again, with girls, you want to be as strong-minded as possible. So you never want to give people that impression that you don't deserve this, because you do. Who's gonna tell you different that you don't deserve such treatment? You know what I mean? So act like it's regular to you, just like you act like every necessity that you get, like shelter, clothing, phone, food, those are regulars to you because it's a necessity and that is something that you had before. Okay, act the same way when people give you bare minimum. Bare minimum includes things of like opening doors for you. Honestly, writing paragraphs I feel like is mad bare minimum, or like telling you how they feel about you. Do not just like be like,
oh, he told me how he felt about me, you know, he must feel some kind of way about me.
Girl, that's communication. That's not something special. Like, and I'm not downing anybody, but just letting you know that you should be getting communication. There's no reason for you to be ever confused when you're talking to somebody. Always remember that, because you're a human. Just because you say that someone has bad communication skills, it usually means, yeah, they might have bad communication skills like 10% of the time, but 99% of the time it's because they don't want to communicate. You're human. You know how to communicate. You learned English, Spanish, French, Chinese, Arabic for a reason, to communicate. Okay, do not think that people don't communicate because they don't know how to. People know how to. It just depends if they want to or not, and that depends if they want to with you or not. So please take that in consideration. Don't fall for none of this that people give you. No, you deserve it. You're a human being. You deserve it. Don't let nobody tell you differently. Next, make something value of yourself. Give yourself value. And when you give yourself value, you won't expect none of that value to be returned to you. What a lot of people say is that they say know your worth and add tax. That people give onto you or some people feel about you is extra. Okay, it's not, and it's not being cocky. It's not being self-involved or anything. It is knowing your worth. Knowing that you are a human being in general is one of the most priceless things, and you are valuable. Your soul, your spirit, your body is valuable. So treat it like it, okay? When you set yourself at a standard because of who you are unique wise, you are valuable. Unique is valuable. Rarity is valuable. So start knowing your value. Start putting it out there that you know you're valuable. Okay, that's for one, that you know that if you're valuable, only people that have the money can obtain you. Not actual materialistic money, but people that have that same value in return to give to you and treat you like it, then they're the only ones that can actually receive you. Okay, and what I mean by also make something of yourself, something again is accountability factor. Don't just be doing absolutely nothing and then expecting everything. That's just not what life is about. Let's be honest, that's just not what life is about. Start doing things for yourself. Start making a name for yourself. Start building a life for yourself. You never want to be in a position where you want to be so dependent on somebody where you don't even have life, you don't have value. Okay, you are your own person. You're able to build your own brand of a person, either whether it be a job, whether it be a business, whether it be a hobby, whether it be a passion. Anything that you can do by yourself and be content with by yourself adds value. So start adding value to your life of where you can able to have your own little bubble and have other people outside of it. If people want to get inside your bubble, they can come in, but you know, they're not going to pop broccoli little bowl. They just gonna come out, okay? So always keep that in mind. Learn to balance dependence so you're not attached. So if you need some help with dependence, look at my other video from detachment. But basically dependence, you have to be very careful with that. It can get dangerous so fast when you depend on somebody. I don't know if you guys know, but if you guys ever get into a toxic relationship and, you know, they stay with them and then they end up having a family with them, and then, you know, it just builds such an uncomfortable lifestyle. And I would hope not for anybody willingly go in that knowing that they can not do that. So what I want to say is that be independent as possible. Now, I'm not gonna say full out independent woman, because being an independent woman is kind of annoying. Like, guys, like, let's be honest, like, doing everything for yourself, you know, whatever. Some of the time, like, you want to be catered to, you want to be pampered. That's why we have hotels, that's why we have vacations. You know, we don't always want to do everything for ourselves. So don't always give out that independent women vibes, but know at the end of the day, you'll always have yourself. I never want to be in a position where I have to rely on somebody else for me to do well, or for me to just to even feel good. Like, say if like I have to wait on somebody for me to go to a job interview, you know, they end up missing, you know, taking me to job interview, and then I miss the job interview. Like, you never want to be in a position where you're relying on somebody else's responsibility for your life and for your decisions. Never do that. As like, decrease that as much as possible, even if it takes like taking a little bit more money at the bank account, or obviously be a lot more understanding of your budget and everything. But please look after yourself, because there's nobody gonna look after yourself except for you. Give yourself that attention, give yourself that provision that you can look after yourself, you can take care of yourself. That is important as heck. When you have higher standards, you're looking for somebody that can reach above bare minimum, because you can reach bare minimum and above for yourself. So you should be able to expect someone that is bare minimum and above. That's really what it is. So don't be Miss Independent, but don't be Miss Dependent, okay? Have a nice balance of what you're doing. Personally, for me, just to decrease your dependency on people, start looking after yourself. Like, when sometimes like I have stuff and I don't know if I should bring it because I might rely on other people, but I want to bring it, I always bring it. I don't care. Even if it inconveniences me, I always bring it. I never want to be in a situation where somebody doesn't have it and I wanted to bring it and then I relied on somebody else. Oh, just try to decrease decisions in your life where you're relying on somebody else's opinion or action to make you feel better and or comfortable in a situation. Next is that you receive what you allow. Ladies, let's really get into it. I have another video about boundaries. That's the same kind of thing. Stop allowing these kind of actions. Stop allowing words. And the thing is, I'm not asking you to go full up and bounce on somebody, because we don't do that. Nobody does that nowadays in 2022. Like, that's so weird to me personally. Honestly, knowing your worth and knowing when to walk away is definitely a part of resolving situations. So it's not always a combat. But the thing is that you have to realize is that sometime when somebody crosses a boundary, is done for them. Like, there's no coming back to that. Stop allowing people to treat you some kind of way and then you taking them back, because what you're doing is that you're telling them, I'm not worth this, what you did to me, and that you can keep doing to me. I allow it, and that is not okay. That's only going to propel more of those circumstances and those situations. So you want to try to decrease as much as possible. Don't take disrespect. As soon as you see somebody, and especially a male, disrespect you, like, that is very done. Like, I don't think you guys really need to understand that as a human in general, a girl, either you're talking to a girl, whatever you identify as, a girl, a guy, anything, like, if you're talking to any human, everyone understands the communication of disrespect. So if you feel disrespected by somebody, you need to, one, make that clear. Sometimes, you know, you want to walk away from things, but, you know, this is just not one of the times when you're talking about relationship wise. You don't tolerate it, okay? Everyone knows what they're doing. Disrespect is understandable. That is something that we can share as a human and understand that feeling. So don't ever put yourself down and was like,
oh, maybe he didn't disrespect me, or maybe that didn't really happen, or maybe I'm overthinking it.
No, if you feel disrespected, you are completely validated, and the only thing is that you have to bring it up and you have to address it, and then at that point you can understand what you're gonna do. Because if you tell somebody you're disrespected and then you feel invalidated and all this, and they're just invalidating your feelings, you're done, you're good. You can kick them to the curb. That's no problem. Like, the way you show people how to treat you is not through talking to them. Nobody talking to them. Talking to them, they don't listen. Okay, what people listen to is by experience of their emotions, and they will definitely pay attention to that because it's something that they're affected by. So if you're ever in a situation where you feel disrespected and you put that in check, then people will move accordingly with what you said, because they're learning how to treat you, because you know when to stop and when to start. By telling them you need to do this, you need to do that, they're like, okay. Then when they actually do something that they're not supposed to do, and you put them in check, that tells them, oh, okay, I won't do that, like, because now I know you for real. Like, now, like, and it's honestly people testing your character, and you can't have people test your character. It's not even like no real, like, you know, I'm big dog, and there's not no like I'm buff, like I could no, it's not any of that. It's not even being tough. It's just being respectful. That's all it is. Don't let people try to play you. Because like I said, as a human, you're unique and you are meant to be in this world. You have a reason, you have value, you have everything. Why would you feel the need to step down and let people talk to you like that? Let people treat you like that? That is not okay. I'm telling you right now, don't let people test you. I'm not talking about no physical, no nothing. You're not getting in fights. Don't tell me Antonia got you in a fight, because that's just not what I'm saying. Just don't let people test you. Tell what's up. If they don't understand, be like, all right, walk away. You're not gonna force people to tell you, to show you what value they are. You're not gonna put the price tag right in their face and just like let them understand. Like, no, if they don't read it when you show them and they don't want to read it, walk away. You're not for them. That's it. Start taking things for how they are. With this higher standard thing, you know, if people are not going to meet you at a certain price, if they're going to meet you at a certain value, walk away. Stop thinking that you want higher standards, but then higher standards takes initiative. Higher standards take what you can get from somebody and what you can't get from somebody. So what you're doing, if you're allowing it, then you don't have higher standards. So next time when you're having a conversation with somebody, or next time you're talking to somebody, really take that into consideration. Communication isn't a joke, okay? We all want communication in our lives, and just by having standards when it comes to relationship or just friendship, you need to have that under control. Do not just let it slide. Do not just think it's just nothing. It is something. It's a priority that you must take serious in your life. So thank you guys so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I love you so much, and continue to be positive, continue to be good, and stay beautiful. Bye bye.